Boom shakalaka, what is going on everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today we have a news episode. It is Friday. The weekend is almost here. We have some big news today. The bulls are back. Things are looking good. There are predictions like $10,000 Bitcoin, $1,900 Ethereum. We'll get into some of those by when. Also, we'll be talking about the 1Broker securities fraud. Crypto is now being judged as commodities instead of securities. And also Coinbase bundles some other stuff going on. Guys, the market's mostly green today. Bitcoin saw a big pump yesterday, up from I think like $6,400 to $6,700. That was nice. A lot of other greens as well. Before we get started, guys, just wanted to say thank you to everyone subscribing. Thank you for nuking the shit out of the like button. Guys, if you want to win one of these shirts, make sure you comment on this video and every other video to enter for your chance to win. Also, if you want to win a Ledger Nano S, stay tuned. And now, let's get into things. Before we do, guys, little, maybe like bittersweet announcement. I'm going to be taking next week off of doing the news. I know, I'm not going to make any episodes next week. I know, I haven't done that in like over 13 months. I know, but you know, it's time for a break. I need to kind of settle down, take a break, not do this for a little bit, figure out what I'm doing. I'm not taking forever off, just a week. If you guys want some news, you know, check out BitBoy. He does good news, and I'm sure there's lots of other people who do news. So, I will be back, though, after next week. I just want to say I love you all, and I'll miss you, but I'm going to take a little break. Now, what's going on with the markets? Well, market cap is $221 billion. Bitcoin dominance 52%. So, we saw a big increase, about a $5 billion increase since yesterday in the market cap. Bitcoin's at 6669. Wow, that's like sign of the devil and 69 all at once. It's kind of like, ooh, and a little chub at the same time. Up 2% for the day. Ethereum 226, XRP 53 cents, Bitcoin Cash at 548, and EOS at 585. Tether's still at $1, and Cardano at 8 cents, Monero $1.18. Gosh, things are looking so pretty, especially when we think about the future. The big gainers for today, again, Eternal token has just been shooting up over the past week. That's just crazy. Now it's 50th. Gas was up 90% at one time last night. Okay, that was about 2 in the morning. Now coming back down. Electronium continuing to go up. Gollum up. Populous. The big losers for today, Steam, Bcash, and Aurora. Now, if we take a look at what's going on here, we see this wedge. Well, basically with wedge patterns, they're one of the easiest ones to find. It looks like a wedge, a carrot, whatever you want to call it. But basically, eventually when that happens, we have a breakout, either up or down. Now, we don't know whether it's up. We don't know whether it's down. It's suspected that it may go up. I mean, a lot of people are somewhat bearish on the market. I mean, if this breaks downward, we're likely to have a very long, prolonged bear market. That could happen. If it breaks upward, maybe not so much. I mean, it's been about 9 months since we were at all-time highs. That's about half as long as it usually takes. Sometimes like 18 months to 2 years for some of these things to come back. So will we start seeing the price going up? Will we see it going down? Or is it just going to go sideways for all time? I don't know. But we'll watch. We'll see what happens. Now there's speculation. You know, whenever people are questioning, people always want to see what Bitcoin is going to do. Well, Bitcoin is poised to move to $10,000, some people say. All right. So basically, there's been a whole bunch of stuff recently that's adding up to Bitcoin moving up. Okay. Spike in XRP broke its massive trend line. Spike in Bcash approaching massive trend line. Spike in Litecoin broke its minor trend line. The ETH BTC pair broke its major trend line, and ETH USD broke its minor trend line. So a lot of trend lines being broken. Plus a lot of good news in the crypto space. What's going to happen? Well, this person thinks Bitcoin will break its major trend line and move up. It'll move to 7,500 quickly. From there, 10,000. Once it gets to the 10,000, we'll see what the chart tells us. So they think $10,000 coming soon. So that's good news for Bitcoin if that actually happens. How about Ethereum? Big news for Ethereum. Tom Lee, who's been wrong on pretty much most of his predictions, but you know, who counts because he gets in the headlines all the time. He says Ethereum will reach $1,900 before the end of the year. Damn, it's at $200 right now. So he's saying 10xing before the end of the year. That's almost as big as like the $589 Ripple by the end of the year. But he predicts that there's going to be an imminent trend reversal for Ethereum in the fourth quarter of 2018 because he thinks it's quite oversold right now. However, there's another article. So I'm not exactly sure because I didn't see the actual what he wrote, but there's another article. This is from Ethereum World News. This is from Cointelegraph, where he thinks 1900 by the end of 2019. So, end of 2018, end of 2019. There's only like a year difference between the two. But nobody knows exactly what he's saying. He sees it as a trend reversal and strong rally up to 1900 per token by the end of 2019. So I don't exactly know. There's a good chance Ethereum will be worth $1,900 at some time in the future. I'm pretty certain on that. Unless it doesn't. But no, I think it will go up eventually. As to when 2018, 2019, we don't know. Big news yesterday. The SEC and CFTC charged Bitcoin futures firm 1Broker with securities law violations. All right, so basically, this company, 1Broker, as well as its CEO, Patrick Bruner, were charged for selling securities-based swaps to U.S. and international investors without following proper discretionary investment thresholds. Notably, investors could only purchase these swaps using Bitcoin. All right. Furthermore, 1Broker was not a registered securities swaps dealer and failed to transact a securities-based swaps on a registered national exchange. Now, they caught him by using a special agent with the FBI acting as an undercover capacity, purchased several securities-based swaps on 1Broker's platform, despite not meeting the discretionary investment thresholds required by federal securities law. So we see the SEC reaching out because this is a Marshall Islands-based securities dealer, not in the U.S., but because they're selling to people in the U.S., watch out, stuff gets scary. This makes you think, well, what could potentially happen? Because this company is basically doing what BitMEX is doing. Could the SEC and CFTC reach out to BitMEX and go after them with people using VPNs to go do that in the U.S.? I don't know. We'll see. Early in the space, we'll kind of find out. We sit, we watch, we see what happens. Also, federal judge rules that virtual currencies are to be viewed legally as commodities. So here's another federal case revolving around cryptocurrencies, and now they're commodities because we're all concerned about them being securities. This judge yesterday stated that digital currencies should be viewed in legal capacity as commodities. Now, why? Just to get around securities law? No. To give the CFTC the right to police accusations of fraud in the cryptocurrency space. Now, that's probably good. I mean, that way they can take out all these fraudulent ICOs. They could potentially get money back for investors, maybe. I don't know if that'll happen. But they could at least, take out the wrongdoers. Maybe. Or maybe they just want to have a bigger hand on everything cryptocurrency related. So this decision was in a case levied against My Bitcoin Pay Inc. All right, My Bitcoin A Inc. was sued. Their CEO or tech entrepreneur Randall Crater was accused of taking $6 million, defrauding investors. Now, he got the $6 million from 28 different people who were sold the digital asset My Bitcoin Pay Inc. with the marketing to make it sound like Bitcoin and claiming that every unit was backed by real gold. So again, do your due diligence. This is crazy, but they said in the court case there's sufficient evidence, especially at the pleading stage, to allege that My Bitcoin is a commodity, therefore can be gone after by the CFTC. So we'll see what happens with that. Other scams out in the marketplace. This is a potentially public service announcement, keeping me out of prison. Active scam. MetaMask adds optional block of top Ethereum dApp. So, MetaMask adds an optional block of the app 333 ETH. Now, this is one of the most popular apps on dApp radar. So, 333 ETH promises lifelong payout of Ether to investors' wallets via smart contracts on an additional down payment. There is suspect that the site was never used, the most used app, and it was actively phishing people. We'll be adding the ability to skip our block page. We don't mean to tell people that they can visit, but the site is an active scam. So that compared with some of the other top Ethereum dApps this year, including FOMO 3D and POWH, Proof of Weak Hands 3D, both of which are Ponzi schemes. This stuff happens because people want to get in and out of the Ponzi before it collapses. They like playing that game, kind of gambling to them. Maybe they enjoy it. As of right now, 333 ETH has over $1.58 million in its smart contract. So that's the public service announcement. Buyer beware. Other things going on. It's a wacky industry we live in. A wacky, wacky industry. Time to get serious. Wacky AskFM ICO stunt could hurt the industry. So AskFM earlier had an ICO stunt where they wanted to do their to the moon phase, and they had people climb Mount Everest in search of digital tokens. Turned out the Sherpa, the guy who's supposed to be good at climbing Mount Everest, died. Now that's surprising enough. However, after the Sherpa died, AskFM declined to notify those interested in the climb, so their company's reputation took a hit. Well, now they're doing something different. They are dropping or burying a Ledger Nano S with $100,000 of tokens somewhere in the Scottish Highlands. So if you guys want to go on a scavenger hunt, just head on over to the Scottish Highlands. Go search for a Ledger Nano S. I'm sure if you take a little metal detector out there, it won't take you too long to find it. Teeny little thing, $100,000. Now, granted, it's an ICO. The tokens are worth nothing now. And with ICOs right now at a negative 50%, is probably only worth $50,000 if it even makes it to exchange. So we'll see. We'll see. But, if you like scavenger hunts, check it out. Now, a little download from Tech Accelerate. So this was what was going on in Singapore recently. It encompassed Consensus, the AI Summit, IoT World, and 5G Asia. So a big one. CZ from Binance was speaking there, and he spoke about how they're doing a whole bunch of fiat pairs on Binance, but in an effort to move towards a world where cryptocurrency is used for everyday payments. How many people are actually using cryptocurrency for everyday payments? Not many. Why? Because maybe it's a better investment, but here's the thing. For mass adoption, we need it to be used for everyday payments. This is something that I am moving towards. All right, it's kind of a process. I'm very inspired by Ken Bozak. He does everything using Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, which is pretty freaking awesome. So, just giving you some ideas of what mass adoption looks like. Yes, this is what mass adoption looks like. So this is one of the top posts on Reddit today. Me and my buddy decided to start a crypto ATM venture last month. Today we just finished installing our first machine at one of our local bars and restaurants. This is what mass adoption looks like. It may not be big, may not be a huge ATM, but it is an ATM in a bar and restaurant. I mean, I still remember the first Bitcoin ATM I ever saw. It was at a post office, not a US post office, but a little mail shop that I went to every day pretty much to mail stuff. And that thing was always in the corner, and my brother and I had conversations. We were like, what is that Bitcoin thing? Isn't that thing that's only got 21 million? What's going to happen with the price there? And then the conversation stopped. But I still remember that because guess what? Bitcoin was probably $100 at that time when I was saying that. Oh, man, do I feel like a dummy. But guess what? When people start seeing these all over the place, they're going to start having those conversations because that was the first time I saw it. Then later on, when I heard about it more, when more people told me about it, I was more open to it. It takes the average person 7 no's to get to a yes. So that's kind of what mass adoption looks like. Other stuff, how about this? Coinbase bundle. Now they're adding bundles where you can go and purchase all of their cryptocurrencies in one. You don't have to wait for all of them. You purchase all in one. You get Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bcash, Litecoin, and Ethereum Classic in. Check it out. Check out this distribution. Mostly Bitcoin. All right, mostly Bitcoin. I show you guys the chart all the time how holding Bitcoin is much better than holding most other cryptocurrencies. 76% Bitcoin, 15% Ethereum, 6% Bcash, 2% Litecoin, and almost 1% ETH Classic. The bundle is weighted by the total value of each asset. All right. Other ways mass adoption, how about most people use Amazon, at least in the US. I think they have 60% of market share of just purchases. Well, how about this? You can shop on Amazon, get pretty quick shipping, not prime shipping, but pretty quick shipping, all right, with a 15% discount for using Bitcoin. You can do that. That's pretty cool. You can check out purse.io to do that. Or how about when you go travel places, you use cheapair.com. You can pay for everything with Bitcoin. So that stuff. Also the Shift card from Coinbase. All right, another way you can spend Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, stuff like that. So those are all mass adoption. That's what CZ's talking about. That's what I'm working towards doing. Maybe you could do that too, because guess what? The more we start spending these things and actually using them, the greater adoption there will be. So guys, that is it for the news episode today. If you want to get on the newsletter, go to crypto-l.com and you can enter your email address there, get on the newsletter, and also enter to win a Ledger Nano S. Now, as for the news, like I mentioned in the beginning of the episode, I will be taking a week off of the news. I'm tired. I need to rest. I've been doing this every day for 13 months, almost 600 episodes in a row. I'm going to take a break for a week. I love you guys. It's nothing against you guys. I just need, for me, I need to take a break. So next week, no news. Watch BitBoy or something like that. Also, guys, I have been trading with Signal Profits. It has been pretty freaking awesome. I've been doing it for like 2 months. I think there's only 3 trades that hit their stop loss. Pretty much every other one was at least at 10%. Some of them over 60%. Some of them over 100% profit on those trades. So I've been using that. That is pretty badass. There is a link down in the description. It is an affiliate link. I make some money off of it, but it's $7 for 2 weeks. So check it out. Pretty badass. Buy a #1 trader on TradingView. Also, guys, I just did an episode with Lynn Ulbrich, Ross Ulbrich's mom. He was, I mean, this whole big thing is a big freaking spectacle. But basically, they were like murder for hire charges that were accused of him. Basically, they were made by some corrupt government officials, DEA agents, federal agents, who made those murder for hire charges against him. He was never actually charged with any of that stuff. Basically, he created a website. Yeah, it doesn't sell all of the best stuff. It was like 70% marijuana. Oh my God. But anyways, he made a website. And because of that, he's serving 2 life sentences plus 4 years without parole in prison. It's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of just... So watch the episode I made. Go check out freeross.org. Sign the petition. I've signed it because, listen, he made a website for the most part. Okay, some people sold drugs on that website. That's like if somebody sells you marijuana on Facebook, they put Mark Zuckerberg in prison for 1 billion years. Crazy. So check that out, freeross.org. Also, I'll be at World CryptoCon in Vegas coming up the end of October. So next month, there is a link down in the description if you guys want to go. It gives you, I think, a $250 discount. There's going to be, this is like the who's who of everything. This has Tim Draper, Charlie Lee, Lynn Ulbrich, whole bunch of big people, but also it has like pretty much every crypto influencer you know. So people from YouTube, from Twitter, from everything else. It's like the one-stop shop. Check it out in Vegas coming up next month. Plus, huge Halloween party with Steve Aoki. Oh yeah, Brock Pierce is going to be there. Crazy stuff. So, yesterday we had one news video. Somebody from that news video is going to win. And who's it going to be? Let's find out now who gets the shirt. All right, 99 comments on that one. And one of you will be the lucky winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Wade Woytall. What's up, Wade? Dude, congratulations. I actually know Wade. I've met him in person. What's up, Wade? You're the big winner today. HPB, hardware, software. Yeah, I think I did an episode on there a long time ago. But congrats, Wade. Email me at the email my about page, and I'll send you a shirt anywhere in the world. As for the rest of you, thank you so much. I love you. Like I said, no news for a week, but I'll be back after that. Enjoy your week. Probably since I'm taking a week off, Bitcoin's going to moon. So keep an eye out for that. I hope it does for everyone here. For everyone's sake. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace, peace, peace.